The World EX Championship and Racing for the Climate headed to Le Mans for the inaugural French EX Prix and some stunning nighttime racing on the famous 24-hour circuit. Round 3 was presented by Tom Kristensen's TK9 E-Speed team, which is supporting Klimarådet, the Danish Council on Climate Change. Mr. Le Mans was more than pleased to see his pro lead driver Lasse Sørensen smashing the official track record by over 7 seconds. Clear proof of the stunning speed of the all-electric EX0. Sørensen edged ACER VERO RAG's Jiri Toman by just 0.027 seconds, grabbing the additional point for pole position. The Dane eased to victory in semi-final 1, reserved for the pro racing drivers. Behind Danish Dynamite, there was lots of drama, with Rafael Lobato crashing out of a strong position on lap 1 at Mulsanne, and Bijtske fiercely battling with Toman's teammate Elliot Veyron for second place. Nico Muller was eliminated after contact with Nicholas Hillebrand, who showed some sense of humour at Le Mans, while it was game over also for former IndyCar driver Sebastian Saavedra and Chris Overend. It was really impressive to see the disabled Englishman handling his WRT EX0 by just using his arms. There was havoc at the start of semi-final 2, when Jack Keithley, Devin Browner and Rory McDuff made contact even before turn 1, involving almost the entire field. Keithley was later handed a 10-second time penalty for causing a collision, putting the Williams driver out of contention. WRT's Devin Browner miraculously recovered from a 360-degree spin to win quarter-final 2, ahead of Jiri Toman and Oscar Kristensen, who pleased his famous uncle Tom Kristensen with his best performance to date in World EX. Thomas Schmidt shone for Nianco Esports before crashing in the Porsche curves on the final lap, making it a double DNF for the Swiss team. Devin Browner was not able to take advantage of his front row start in the semi-final. The German had to settle for third, securing a second consecutive podium for WRT. Bijtske finished a strong fourth for BS Plus competition as the second best pro driver, despite a slight kiss with Oscar Kristensen in the first chicane. Rory McDuff and Zhaifei Li completed the top 6, with Li achieving the best ever finish of a Chinese driver in the series. Elliot Veyron crashed out of the semi-final, also eliminating Williams driver Bruno Senna. The semi-final was dominated by the fastest 2 drivers from qualifying. Lasse Sørensen crossed the line just ahead of Jiri Toman after 2 laps of intense slipstreaming and overtaking. The fascinating battle of the 2 continued in the final. This time it was Toman who made the decisive pass on the final lap just before the Porsche curves. Sørensen tried everything to find a way past the VERO 88 car, but Toman kept the Dane at bay, scoring a popular home victory for the ACER VERO RAG team. Romain Grosjean's esports racing team also regained the World Championship lead, just a single point ahead of TK9's Danish Dynamite. Jiri Toman reminded us a little of Iceman Kimi Räikkönen after scoring his second World EX win in just 3 races. Jiri, I hope you can hear me. If you knew, I'm 67 years of age already. You've just put 10 years on me as commentator because that was a brilliant race. Well done to you, Jiri.
Thank you.
Mike Rockefeller said, you can just tell from the way that you drive that you are a cool, understated man of few words, and you have proven that. Was it all a question? Had you got it worked out in your mind strategically when you were going to go for that last overtake, Jiri?
Yeah, I knew that the slipstream is basically everything in this race.
Round 4 of World EX will take place on the streets of Maastricht in the Netherlands, which proved to be very popular among the drivers in Season 1 and provided spectacular pictures.